This morning on Kiss 92, we are joined by some final year students from Week-in Wee's School of Communication and Information at Nanyang Technological University, here to address the issue of widespread food wastage in Singapore and to tackle food wastage reduction. Morning, Isabel, Rachel and Willie.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi. You've got an interesting statistic here in your write-up, and you say 675 million kilos of food was wasted in 2011, and then you say this is enough to fill up 12,000 double-decker buses and cover 36 kilometers of the Pan Island Expressway. How did you guys figure that out?
Well, basically, we went and do some mathematical calculations. We look at the density of food and how we can calculate into a volume that people could relate to.
Right.
And we found out that this volume could actually fill up 12,000 SPS double-decker buses, like you mentioned.
Oh.
And we're thinking about how to even make people realize. So if we line the buses up back to back on all 4 lanes of PIE, you can cover up to 36 kilometers of it. So that was really shocking.
I like this because it illustrates very clearly how much food wastage there really is.
But
Yeah, it's very effective.
I have to ask you a tough question, though. I mean, what's the reaction been like? A food wastage program or campaign is not, I suppose, entirely new in Singapore, and Singaporeans do have other pressing concerns. I mean, what have they been saying to your campaign?
Well, the thing is, it's interesting because we went out. It's the first initiative that works with F&B partners. And what was interesting was when we went out to them, most of them were very, very interested in this program.
Really?
And they were passionate about this cause. They were wondering why there was not so much initiatives about this and not so much support on this. And they were very glad to come on board.
I'm interested in asking you more about that, though. I mean, it would seem intuitively that they would want to sell even more and not be concerned about food wastage at all. So why are they actually interested in this?
No, even if you look at economics, the more you waste, it's equivalent to throwing money away. They are the younger people as well, these bosses that we have been speaking to. And they wanted to see how they can contribute to the environment as well. They're more concerned about it.
So they're a new generation of F&B managers and owners who are not just interested in making money.
Well, both
Is that what you're saying?
Both young and elder as well. Yeah.
Do you think that Singaporeans waste more food than other people? And is this a cultural thing? Like, it's parents, like, they want to fatten up their kids, and so they order too much food. Is this what's happening?
I think it's become a out of sight, out of mind mentality with food. With regards to food waste, the more that people order, the more they tend to waste because, you know, they tend to think that since I've already paid for the food, I might as well waste it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's my prerogative to waste it anyway.
Okay.
So you're saying you shouldn't order so much in the first place. Like, how do you feel people should tackle the problem? People just order less food?
No, I don't think they should order less food. I think they should consume and order responsibly and order what they can finish.
Right. Do you feel like that's what people are doing? Like, I think
Is this a bit of a buffet mentality as well?
Yeah,
Getting
it
your
is.
money's worth and making sure you get even more for it?
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
So apart from raising awareness and telling people that 12,000 double-decker buses of food is being wasted, how exactly are you reaching out to people with your message?
I mean, we're called Makan mantra for a reason. So we have 8 mantras, and these mantras are actually tips and methods that we've been pushing out to all the consumers to tell them, you know, how to reduce food waste. So, for example, one of the most simple mantra is called IUSM or L. So, I mean, like, for example, some people eat a lot more than the others. And so, I mean, one standard portion size is not going to fit everyone. So we proposed this idea to the F&B partners, and they said, you know, we have different portion sizes. So if you want a smaller portion, just opt for it and, you know, you get it. So, I mean, what's the point of ordering a huge portion when you can't finish it anyway and it's going to go to waste?
That's
Other than that, there is a Be Original. For example, like, I personally prefer, I'm usually on a low carb diet, so I prefer to opt for salad. Yeah, of course. I usually opt for salad instead of my usual fries. So if you're going to give me fries, I won't eat it anyway. So why not just help me swap it to something that I'll eat it?
So it's a mix and match. Choose what you want.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, there's one, like, for example, ask the waiter. That's the most simple thing that actually most of us don't do. Like, you don't know how spicy your food is, or you don't know what goes in your food, and then when it comes, you realize it's too spicy for you and you don't finish it. So why don't you just clarify with the waiter and ask, you know, is this spicy? Does this have pork or whatever? Before, you know, you
I like
order
it. Some
anything.
restaurants you go to and they put, like, the number of chilies. That's how hot it is. There should be more of that kind of thing. Let people know what they're getting for their money, right?
Our upcoming event, Makan Day, which is held on this coming Monday, is actually a platform where we bring all the different people, the F&B businesses, environmental groups all together to see how this can be, you know, continued and sustain over the next year and the year after.
As a last question, how do we find out more about this initiative that you have?
Well, we have a website called makanmantra.com. You can find out more about our campaign and all our information, our upcoming events, and also have a Facebook page at facebook.com/makanmantra.sg. You can find out what's the latest updates and all the information that we're posting up as and when it comes.
Okay.
And those are the great kids. They are very sensible, aren't they?
Yeah.